On today's episode, we're going to talk about the idea of temporary escape and how it's one of the crucial needs that gaming fulfills for you. Hey, what's up everyone? Cam here, and today I'm coming at you from San Diego, California. And last week I shared a video on the 3 types of activities that you need to find to replace gaming. And in that video, I shared the 4 needs that gaming fulfills for you: temporary escape, social connection, constant measurable growth, and challenge. And how those 4 needs are fulfilled in gaming, and that's a major reason why you play. It's not just because games are fun. So today I want to talk about temporary escape and how you can identify more about when you're doing that in your life and how to fulfill it outside of games. Now quickly, before I get into that, this week I also announced that Game Quitters, our entire community, is partnering with EPIC, which stands for Everyday People Initiating Change, to build a clean water well in Tanzania, Africa. And we have to fundraise to do it. So I'm really hoping that our entire community is going to come together to make this happen. You can check the link below for any additional information on that. But I just ask, if you've got any value out of any of my videos, please participate in this, because it's a great cause, and it's a cause that is going to allow our community to have an impact beyond ourselves, and that's a really amazing thing to be a part of. So I hope that you'll join us, and check the link below for more information. Okay, so let's talk about temporary escape. When you go to quit playing video games, it's crucial that you understand how to deal with stress, because stress is going to happen in your life. Stress is unavoidable in your life. Even in my life, I get stressed out almost on a daily basis. Stress happens in my life, and I'm sure that it's happening for you too. Now, there's nothing wrong with needing to get a break from stress or needing to get a break from your day. And a lot of what we talk about on this channel is about how gaming fulfills certain needs you have, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the power comes in understanding what those needs are and then consciously choosing how you're going to fill them. So for example, I can use gaming to escape from stress in my life, and that's fine. But does it actually fix the stress? Or is it just a way for me to check out and avoid it and never actually solve it, or never actually do anything about it? Now for me, there's certain ways that I deal with stress in my life. I go to the gym, I go to yoga, I go surfing. And doing those things, none of them are actually going to help me necessarily deal with the stress in my life either. But the difference is in why you're doing it. So for me, when I go surfing now, I go surfing because I need a quick break and I need to go shift my energy, but I'm doing it so that I can then come back to my life and be able to deal with whatever situation has come up. Whereas when I was gaming to escape from my life, I was doing it to avoid it, not to then come back later and deal with it. In fact, I would just game and game and game and game, hoping the problem would just go away. Now, as I've shared a lot, for many, many years in my life, I was super depressed. And gaming allowed me to not have to deal with this. Gaming allowed me to just pretend that it wasn't actually there. But it was there. And by continuing to avoid it, by just continuing to game more and more, 1 hour turned into 2, turned into 3, 8. Next thing you know, I'm gaming 16 hours a day. By avoiding it, depression just got worse and worse and worse, until one night when I wrote a suicide note. So that's the difference. It's not that gaming is worse than surfing. The difference is in how you're using those things and your intention behind them. And for so many of us, especially you watching this channel, gaming is probably more of you avoiding your life, and it's not actually helping you deal with it. So that's the first thing. The next thing is that stress, again, is going to happen in your life. And it's crucial that you understand that it all begins with awareness. So when I was depressed and I was gaming to avoid it, I wasn't even aware of how I felt. Now that might shock you, because I say I was depressed. Yes, I was depressed, and I would say that I was depressed, but I didn't know whether I was anxious. I didn't know whether I was sad. I didn't know if I was angry. I was just uninterested in anything else, and I was gaming. Nowadays in my life, when I get stressed out, the first thing I do is I try to identify what's coming up for me. How am I feeling? And why am I feeling that way? Where is that coming from? Because by identifying that, by having that awareness, that then allows me to actually deal with it. Because now I know what I'm actually dealing with. And it's important in these moments that you separate the emotions that you're feeling or the stress that you're feeling from yourself and your identity. Your emotions are not who you are. Your emotions are just perceptions. They're just ways that you're experiencing the world. They're not actually who you are. And when you identify that, that can really change the game, because again, it puts the perspective of, okay, you are one thing and your emotions are another. Now, how can you adjust your emotions to feel how you want to feel in every single moment? So the idea I want to throw at you guys today is it's okay to need a break from stress. And I would invite you to play with the idea of, do you actually need to escape from stress in your life? Or can you be with it? Nowadays, when I get stressed out, one of the most important things I try to do is to not have to escape it, to not have to run, to not have to avoid it. And instead, I invite it. Okay, it's here. I recognize it. Okay, where is it coming from? What's actually going on? How am I actually feeling? And okay, how do I actually want to feel? And what can I do right now in this moment to be able to go and shift it? So just before this, I just went to the gym. Why did I go to the gym? I went to the gym because I want to feel how I feel when I get out of the gym, which is I feel looser, I feel less anxious, I feel like I have more energy. I just feel physically better, which then means I also feel mentally better. So even though earlier today I was feeling a bit stressed out, I was feeling a bit anxious, now I feel a lot better because I took action to feel the way I want to feel, right? So stress and emotions and all of that stuff is going to happen in your life. But that doesn't mean that you need to avoid it. That doesn't mean that you need to check out. That doesn't mean that you need to escape from your problems. Instead, you can recognize them for what they are. They're happening for certain reasons. And then you can start to create an action plan to actually deal with whatever is coming up. No matter how bad it is, I believe there's always a solution. To first, choose how you want to feel. And second, to be creative and resourceful to find a solution to the problem. So yes, gaming allows you to escape from your problems, and it does a really good job of it. But those problems are still there, and gaming is unable to fix them. And until you start to take responsibility to fix whatever problems are coming up in your life, you're just going to continue to avoid them. And eventually, you're going to come to a point, and I'm sure many of you guys who are watching this right now have come to that point, where you realize, holy shit, my life is a total mess, and now it's like urgent that I actually do something about it. And that's exactly what happened in my life, where I wrote a suicide note and I realized, holy shit, this has got completely out of control and I need to do something about it. And one of the first shifts that I tried to make was, instead of avoiding my life, instead of trying to escape from it, I tried to notice it and then deal with it in whatever way I was able to. So hope that really helps you guys out. And if you guys get value out of these videos, please support us with this great cause to go to Tanzania and build a clean water well. The link is below. You can find all the information on it. And with that trip, I'm also going to be getting a new camera to be able to make better videos for you guys. And I have so many ideas. I have a list of like 200 different ideas. I'm going to shoot a ton of videos in Tanzania, and I'm really hoping to upgrade the camera like you guys have been asking me. So if you support this great cause, we'll be able to make that happen. And I'm super grateful for you guys watching this video. I'm super grateful for all your comments and subscribing. This is a really fun journey for me, and I hope it is for you too. So hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk soon. All right, peace.